see if we can get some cargo runs done today. Just a quick one since 4.9 dropped. And let's see, do I have that new ship? I'll check it out real quick. The Basher, which is basically like something you go to the junkyard and put it together. Kind of expecting the other T ship that looked more like a Hornet, cockpit and the Mustang body, but this thing right here was completely unexpected. We had the name already, but we just didn't have really what the ship was going to look like, and this right here is a complete total departure from what we were expecting. Basically a light fighter. I think it had like 6 size 2 weapons, and this comes on the heels of CIG really nerfing the penetration rate on the new weapon, so the days of having a light fighter take out darn near a capital ship are going to be by the wayside now. So this would be more light fighters versus light fighters, and you may be able to take in somewhat punch up and go after like a medium fighter or something like that, or a medium ship. But I'm kind of curious when they come out with that other one, because we've seen the pictures of it, and I hope it'll be out here soon. What do we got here? I mean, this fits more like a Star Wars pod racer type deal. Just literally grab an engine here or there, straps and stuff on. It's got 2 size 2 missiles. Was it 2? It's 4. Okay, 4 size 2 missiles, or the size 1. I'm not sure. I don't do too much of that combat. I don't know what this is. I don't know if you can if it's actually functional or not. Looks like you could actually harpoon a bigger ship and hang on to it or something. I don't know. Chain doesn't move. I mean, if there's ever go to a junkyard and build a ship, this would be it. I mean, nothing looks smooth, nothing looks recognizable. I mean, by tomorrow there'll be videos detailing what every part came from, or what ship these things came from. And I mean, is this is it on the other side? No. Okay. So apparently this missing chunk, as you can see, is how you get into the ship. When they did the Behind the Ships episode, John Cruz said they had a hard time getting the entering ship animation, so they just cut out the wing. Otherwise you probably would have had this on both sides. That's crazy. I almost think it was like someone who was new to the company designing this, and they said they just couldn't figure it out. But this has got to be the ugliest ship in the verse. Okay, what is this open up? Okay. Fuel. What else? Anything else around here? Ladders on the other side. It's supposed to be personal inventory where you can probably store a few things. I don't know what. It won't be much. But I saw someone open it up. I don't know where exactly. They were standing. I mean, it's already got rust on it already. Nothing on this is new. Everything is used. I mean, this is like going to the old junkyard. All right, well, I'll figure out what the rest of the stuff is later because I don't know if any of the stuff is functional, but there's supposed to be some inventory, personal inventory you can use. Maybe put a gun or two, maybe some armor. All right, let's go and fire this thing up for a second. I don't have much time. I'll take and do a little bit, do a cargo run, see if some of these elevators have been fixed because it's been really frustrating trying to do cargo runs and none of the, well, if there's 4 elevators you need to go to, some of them don't work. All right, so we power it up. Well, sounds like a Drake. Also sounds like a anvil to me. Pretty cool. Okay. I mean, I don't know what this crane thing is supposed to do. You can remove it. That doesn't bother, but it does. It doesn't have a. They said that it's supposed to help you aim because the top of it stops right where the reticle is. So if you're looking at the front where you see the 2 little parentheses there and that line right there, that's supposed to kind of help your aiming somehow. If this is supposed to be glass, it sure doesn't look like it. It looks like it's just a metal barbed wire frame. I don't see any glass, but it has to have glass. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Man, that is rough. I think this is the cockpit of a Hornet. Oh well. Well, this is the Basher. Gray's Market, what is basically the ultimate builder ship per se. Alright, landing gear looks about as simplified as you can get. That's it. Okay. Oh, so these little trumpet looking things on the side, or somebody said they were stabilizers, kind of add to the boost of the when you're boosting. It'd been fun if they actually made the sound of a bugle. Let's take it out real quick and then gotta come back. Now, this is not much bigger than an arrow, so with all the carriers coming out, Kraken next year, and I believe that the Liberators also. I think it's going to come out at the same time. The Kraken's going to come out. For anybody who couldn't get the Kraken, I think they're going to surprise people with the Liberator. And that'll be your cheaper carrier. Oh, yeah, okay. There's the boost. Any lights? See how quick it goes. 300, 340, 350. I don't know how far this thing will jump. I won't jump too far because I want to hop up and then come right back, try and get a cargo run in while the elevators are all working. So nothing like a fresh patch. I think it dropped about 9 o'clock yesterday, and while everybody's pretty much already turning to bed, so come tomorrow and weekends, hopefully it'll take in stay stable. All right, let's don't ever rehearse. All right, let's see if the navigation works. Yeah, I'm already here, but oh, okay, so that's the end of that little. Yeah, that's good. You have to take and get rid of that. If it had an actual functioning purpose on it, it would probably been cooler, but it really doesn't. All right, what are we doing here in space? 1124. No, that's funny. I take and hit the boost and it drops at 11. It just holds steady at 1108. But it did hop up to 1124. That's pretty quick. But here it is, the grazed pasture. I mean, they literally just took a metal cutter and cut out the wing because it couldn't figure out the pilot animation. As they say, it is what it is. It's probably the ugliest thing you'll see, but probably the prettiest at the same time. Alright, let's go back and see if we can get some cargo. Get a cargo run too. Just say time is limited. Try not to black out. Boom. Of course, with this speed, you probably wouldn't have to really take and use this. All right. Yes, it's fast, so I'm sure some people will be treating this a lot more favorable than the other snubs that are out there. Because, I mean, it's a light fighter, but it's tiny. And then you get rid of this crane-looking thing up here, which is supposed to help with the aiming. And you're gonna have a very small profile, but you can't. It can't take a hit. It cannot take a hit. Did it bring me? No, it didn't. me see what the flame effects look like on it. The burn in. Alright, let's see if it'll. I realize they just cut off and stopped. Yeah, it's not wanting to stay. Okay, I want this part of the game or not, because it's not want to. So is it the ship or is it the game? Yeah, this may not bode well. It's almost like it's stuck in quantum. Yeah, it's stuck. You can still hear it QTing. Well, I'm sure they'll be working on this because that's a bug. As they say, new patch, same bugs. Oh, it's on the outside too. Oof. Oh, that's nice. It can slow down pretty quickly though. That's not bad at all. Got our hanger. Yeah, I'm sure if this is happening to me, there's some other people probably having the same thing, or it could be associated with the ship. Sometimes when they come out with a new ship, audio bugs, little quirky things kick in, and then it'll take them a patch or two to get it fixed. But this is a Grace Basher. I'm sorry about the audio. Oof. Yeah, it is stuck in quantum, and that's probably the patch. Yep, audio stuck. Oh wow. Okay. So that fixed that, stopped that. What happens if we get back in and does it start again? Oh my goodness, yep. No, it don't matter. So that might possibly be tied to the ship. Sometimes we can get an audio bugs like that. It's not the game, it's just a ship. And since this thing is brand new, it may have something to do with that. But anyway, that's the Basher. So let's get a cargo run in. Just want to check it out and see. It is tiny. Quite literally just go out there and bubble gum and saran wrap and then throw something together. All right, let's see. Planetary. So I kept my wrap. CablleX. Is that Junior? Red Wind. Is that Rookie? Let's do a quick one. Let's see. I'll try one of these this weekend because I like doing investigation, missing persons. But the one I tried before, the person wasn't there. Went around the entire ship, and that's before the patch though. It may be there tonight, but I want to take and run some cargo just a little bit. Junior. I forgot they switched them all to CablleX, I believe. Oh, red man. Stella? No. Another one I want to test right off the bat and see if it's working. Maybe I have to do that and that's the Stella one then because it was like 476. And you had like 4 places you had to go to pick up, and everything ended up in Pyro for the delivery. But I don't see it. Let's see. Not collection. I don't think it's here. Salvage. Courier. It's Interstellar. It's Interstellar. Okay. Port Tesla. Run Station. 24 SCU. Genie to run station. Run station is not where you want to go. If you want to avoid any kind of PvP, but I think right now everybody's just going to try and work on getting their money. Rio's Breaker Yard. That's a bit risky. And deliver, so collect from Arcor, collect from Arcor, collect from Arcor, let's see, Pyro 3, time to do the long ones. Go get the quick, easy ones. Let's see. 7-6. Where's the Junior? 5 from Everhurst. And let's see, collect from Pyramid and Hong. Alright, we'll try one of these. just to make sure that the elevators are working, because the elevators, man, you get there and trying to pick up something and it's annoying. Don't need a big ship for that. Let's go with the dude I want to try. That's Asgard 180. Yeah, we'll do that. I just run the default loadout. Let's see. We'll grab a livery. Which one? I like this one. Last light. Alright, while the game's pulling that up, let's go get our tractor beam. Alright, restream. Where's my chat? Alright. Let's just close it. There we go. That's on the suit. Legs. It's medium. This needs to stop doing that. Sometimes this is where I miss the old loot system. There's some improvements with this one, current one, but at the same time, it's a bit tedious. But you know, like I say, the more you mess with it, the less tedious it will become. Need a light backpack. Or is there a medium one? We didn't have a medium, do we? There's a heavy, light. Yeah, I have to get one of these. Yep. Or I could do that. Let's see, 54. Okay. And now I need no attachments. I'll keep a MIG gun. Okay, went there, and I don't know if I really need a weapon. Let's clear out that. And all right, we want this tractor, the big tractor beam, and then just a regular small one. Your old standard. And it actually dropped my. Glad I saw that. Why is it not? Oh, that's a backpack. There we go. Okay. And you go. Let's see. Okay. That's good. And why's my hand glowing? Okay, that's a bug. What is my... What in the world? Why is my character glowing? Oh no. Where are you going, bro? There's gotta be a little delay problem with that. Alright. I just need, not you, track the beam attachment, you know, hold on to that. Alright, so now it's got the tractor beam. So we've got a MIG gun, 2 tractor beams, handheld, and there we go. Alright. So 2 items have caught up. I'm now waiting on my headpiece and backpack to catch up. Okay, what I don't want to have happen is get out in space and it says, oh, you didn't put on a helmet because it's lagging. Also, my Mars Loft gear. All right. Let's go pick up some waste from Everhurst. Oh, that's not good. Somebody in chat saying I already got issues where nothing's showing up. Let me see. Is there something I can grab from here? Take it up there first. Planetary. No. Well, TISA. TISA to Everhurst. Because if the elevator here is busted, give me some sad puppies in the morning. Let's see. No. Oh, this is drop off. Drop off. Now, let me see. Is this one? Oh, same thing. Pick up from Everhurst, drop off at TISA. They don't have. I'm sure they do have one where I can pick up from TISA. No. Let's deliver. I wish you could type in a search for like location instead of going through all these contracts. Oh, is this it? TSA, some cargo, and still ever hers. 8 containers. Yeah, since we're going up there, Sims. We'll do that. And then we'll pick these up and deliver them to these. Okay. There's some other events and things going on for this patch that you need groups for. I'm just hoping that the cargo elevators were fixed. I know they said they were working on that as a priority all of a sudden, which should have been something that continues to be a problem every time they come out with a new patch. All right. That's good enough. Don't need a whole lot of space. Oh. No, just turn the engine off. There we go. Now, one thing I would like to test, and I won't do it tonight, is when your ship is destroyed by accident in your personal hangar, you're supposed to be able to take and get the reclaim for free and instant. None of the it's your fault, so you have to take and suffer for it being broken. Send the elevator down. Let's go to the missions. There's cargo. I'm gonna see if it'll bring it up and not flip out, because this is what the problem was in 4.8.3. Okay, so far so good. Looked like it worked. And there's the cargo. Let's see, am I close enough? This cargo grid's not going to be the best, but didn't really need a big ship for this. Actually more than I thought it was going to be. But it should be able to handle it. Yeah, okay. I'll be able to stack started bring the new alien cargo ship where you can just chunk everything on the rear, but don't really need that for now. Something a little bit more compact. that's where the grid stops. Okay, so we'll have to stack the last 3 plus the small one. Let's see. Perfect. So we'll go ahead and move you here. Stack you. And boom. Oh. Oh, okay. So I could have gotten over there, but onto the side a little bit. No. Strange. So this one you can't do that, but on this one you can overlap it. Or is it already? Okay, it already is. Huh. I think that's what some people complain about with the Asgard, the way the grid's laid out. It's kind of awkward on some of the cargo. G said initially you would be able to change the type of containers, but I haven't seen that yet. Alright, we'll just put you right there. Alright, so that's all of that. E90 SCU stems. And we'll take this up to Everhurst. And make the trip. A 1 for 1 before we head out to the other ones. Predicted anti-V resistance 40%. What? Okay, sun's out. They did a really good job on this, even though this is just a Annual Liberator MK2. You could have made this the original one, modules, so you can carry ships in it, but they didn't. They chose to make a whole new ship. All right. Lorville during the daytime. One of these days you'll be able to take and go check out like other parts of the city. Their long-term goal. All right. Okay, that's not the marker we want. We want this marker. It should be Everhurst here. Yep, bingo. Yep, it looks already busy. It's one thing about the new patch. The fact that pirating is not as fun as it used to be. That the elevator's still bugged, so people in chat are still asking about the elevators. And I was seeing one person saying they freight wasn't there, not much you can do. Alright, we're in the amethyst zone, so can we get a hangar? Yes. Did it close? I think it closed. Yeah, I think it closed. Oh, still there. I know I heard it say complete. Alright. Corsair just took off from his hangar. So everyone's going to be running their missions right now, whether it be pirating or, well, actually more bounty hunters, cargo, whatever game loot they deem was the most profitable at the time. Alright. Somebody in chat said the obvious is always good the first day for the most part. Patch is smooth. Nothing really breaks. And by this time tomorrow, it may be a completely different story. Alright. I should have put this a little bit closer to the side, but it's okay. All right. Did I actually do that just now? And let's see, two. Last one. All right, everything should be there. Send it down. 46 minutes remaining. All right, so that was complete and should have the stuff. Once I just pay it. Wait a minute. All right, I'll go out. Don't tell me. Let's track this one. So this should be, yeah, they should be here. That's 5 SCU. Well, can't make this up. It was there, now it's gone. I'm completely backwards. I was supposed to go and pick him up from somewhere else. I thought I was grabbing him from here. Let's see. Oh, delivered Everest. Alright, so Pyramid on Magda. Both of them are Magda. Okay. That's funny. It's again popped up. Oh, I know what it was. That's what threw me off. It knows when we bring in some cargo here, so it's all that plus the cargo I brought from Tessa. Now, what I'm loving is the fact that I can look around with my mouse again without it locking in place. I don't know what they fixed, but this carried over from the PTU. It used to be this way originally, then they did something. And unless you had like a Tobii eye tracker or something, it wouldn't work. Oh, there's somebody flying by. Looking for their hangar, no doubt. Well, I'm surprised by I haven't seen any ironclads yet. don't know what that is. And then there's a ship there. All right, let's get to Magda. All right, 2 spots. Gotta remind myself to adjust for the gravity. Because if you don't do that, you will fly right into the ground, thinking you're on Hurston. All right. $4,400, $500. Yeah, drop. That's when you realize you're dropping way too fast. All right. All right, let's see if this elevator's working. Now it's 5 SCU between 2 elevators, so how many am I getting in each elevator? I don't think it says. No. All right. Maybe it's 3 and 2, 1 and 4. Don't know. Let's see. Oh, come on. Oh. Let's send the elevator down first and no cargo. Let me check something else. It is the elevators. Yeah, it's the elevators. Okay. I'll check the other pads, see if they're over there. I think this one only has the one elevator. Yep. Check this one here. Nope. I may fly to the other location and see if some of it's there. And if not, it's just a bus steal. Because sometimes you can leave a location and come back to it and afraid to be there. This is not looking to be that case. Yep. I've spawn. Okay. Well, let's go to the other location and see if it may be there. Make it fortune just have all this. I mean, it's just going to be 5, so they're not here. Then maybe all of it will take in and spawn at the other one. They don't have to come back. Or they may not spawn at all. Alright, what's the other location? Pyramid and Han. Where are we currently? Must be a pyramid, because Han is on the other side of the map. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to Han and see if the cargo is there. So long, Paramount. Let's see if it's at the other one. If it's not there, then we'll just call it. I'm sure it's something that they get plenty of feedback on. All right. Let's see, no oil markers. All right. Let's see if this one works. Maybe we'll get all of them, all 5 of them here. I don't have to worry about going back to the other one. Oh, we're gonna crash. We're gonna crash. Yep, we're gonna crash. Oh, gotta love it. And that right there is the difference in gravity. We're still gonna head back. Kind of rusty on the flying. And there we go. That less than gravity. Well, there's no cargo loss, so we'll just gotta respawn a ship and just go back in and see if the elevators have a cargo there. I would not be surprised that after a catastrophic error. Oh, loud. They bumped up the volume on that. That volume is going to have you deaf listening to that. CZ loot and QV still broken. Now, what if the trains are part of the new transport system? You had a whole team dedicated to that, so getting back and forth by the trams should not be a hassle. We'll be flying off into space sometimes when the servers get on the fritz. I think we lose all our... I do wish that this was open or had, you know, like a window just like this so you can see the front and back, but I know why they didn't do that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Why does everyone sound like... Oh, the sound's completely off. And it's delayed. Okay. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Why your Mondi statue is moving on its own. Anyone else having terrible desync when placing items on hanger? Yep. Man, that's quick. Let me drop this, what, 9 o'clock? Alright. Let's call another ship. Since we're just going to run back to Magda and see if the... Just be, as I say, aware of the gravity. It's only 5. I could take the Nomad, but I can't trust it. Wire class too much for that. Could do the railing, but we're not. Let's see what's the time on this. Reclaim time. Yeah. What is it? Instant now? That's new. Ironclad still broken, still spawned with engines and exterior lights on. That's not a problem though. It's when the command module was disengaging while you were in flight. That's a problem. You bring it up in the elevator with the lights on, that's not a problem. And there it is. Minus the paint. Somebody just realized that the fuel nerfs are in, so you can't just hop around to infinity anymore. I kind of wish these side doors were a little different. I think you have to insure the paint.
All systems online.
There we go. And this time we will make sure we keep it under 3 to 4 once we hit Baghdad, because they have basically almost no gravity on that moon. You have to remember that when you're going from Hurston or some of these bigger planets to these moons. That little quirk is still there. You don't hit anything, but it still acts as if you clip the size of the hanger going out, but only from the pilot view. If you do the outside view, it doesn't do it. Somebody else asked about the outpost elevator, so I just let them know that the one I went to was broken. So we're gonna try this other one, all those on the same planet. Let's see if it works. Just gonna put it like the Magda. Now I'm sure come tomorrow, everyone will have a fun testing out, taking the game through its paces. 4.9. With our Euro Stability version 2.0. Alright, so we're gonna go to, which is the one that was working. That's not being full speed. It's the pyramid I think we're going to this time. Oh. Yeah, I think this is where we're going. Let's see if it works. Now, since we crashed, let's test the theory that it may take and reset it. It may work now. Sometimes it'll do that, which is not what you want to have to go through every time just to get your elevator's request to work. Let's keep it about 19,400. 200. Because if you were driving a buggy on this planet, you could tell the difference in gravity, the lack thereof. You darn near to fly off into space. I'm thinking they're going to work this time. You must sacrifice your ship, and then the bugs will go away. They will be appeased. Alright. 140. Kick in the brakes. This is 1 to 2. Okay.
Takeoff complete. Engines offline.
Alright, let's see if the cargo is here. At least half of it. Because I'm thinking if it's only 5 SCU, then you're supposed to have half here and half at the other location. If it's not here, we'll still take in rental to the other location. Feel like doing a game show. Survey says. Oh, let me do it from a question. Will the cargo for the quest be here? Survey says. Nay. Let me try this. Bring the recycle. Let's cycle the elevator just to try, just to see. Okay, elevator's up. And let's send it back down. Maybe that'll reset it that way. And mission, no. Well, it looks like this is going to be a bust. I'll look at the weather effects. Where's my kite? We'll still fly to the other one, since that's where we crashed. Yeah. No cargo. How far you can jump and run. And darn it, I almost fly. And no. Alright, no cargo. Let's try it. Let's recycle the elevator. Sometimes you can bring the elevator up and it'll reset. Alright. But it's not looking like it's going to do it. No. Yep. Alright, let's go to the other one. I mean, really, we only need one of them to have all of the waste cargo pickup. It's kind of disappointing. I was hoping that, I mean, this is a big patch, and I mean, they did fix a lot of bugs, but the cargo, the freight elevator's not working. And it's just frustrating. Alright. And this time be easier to find ourselves since don't really need to look for other one. Just taking QT to our body. Any worms over here yet? See a lot of caves. So I think Magda's gonna be. Was it Magda? No, I don't think it's Magda. Daymar. Daymar's gonna be the one with the apex worm, which I don't think is live yet. They're working on it. And if it is, you better take and attack it with your ships. Alright, so we should be out of the atmosphere. Should be just taking QT to the wreck. And that should put us right on top of the outpost, and we'll check it. Just missed that debris back there.
Quantum drive.
What the heck is that? Oh, maybe that's just a reflection from the sun. Aluminum.
Landing gear deployed.
don't need it yet. And that's pretty cool. Got the sun on both of the outposts. Thought for sure this one would be in the dark still. All right, let us see if the elevators are working here. Too quick. All right. Well, see, cargo will be here. Maybe. Oh, okay. Let's see. How much is it? It may all be here. Says times 5. Five SCU. Okay, cool beans. So we can complete the quest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. All right. Yeah, I should have moved my ship closer, but yeah. All right, so that worked out. I had to take in and destroy a ship to do it, but all right, pipe down in their boxes. You have to ask yourself, an outpost such as this where there's nobody out here, how does it produce 5 SCU of waste? And why does Everhurst want it? These are questions that people don't want to know the answers to. Wait a minute. This grid is so weird. Oh. Okay, that's strange. I guess different size boxes make it do. Oh, you ain't all the way out here. Different size boxes make it perform in odd ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just double checking because last time I did one, it's supposed to be 10, and for some odd reason the elevator only spawns 7. All right. Despite the crash, seemed to work. All right, let's get this show back to Everhurst. Yeah, it's only 5, so we don't need to go to the other one. Man, it's like it's cold out there. Oh, it's frozen condensation just from a little bit of running around. the best utility mini cargo ships. Daily drivers, all around, a little bit of combat, a little bit of armor, really fast. Yeah, I mean, you can carry ships, well, ground vehicles, and a missile rack on front, on top. Really cool ship, the Asgard. All right. And we are out of the atmosphere. Or we gotta go to the other side of the. Yeah. I should not have anything. Yeah. There's one. There we go.
Bottom drive is now on. Bottom drive is now on.
Yeah, we should be over here and able to line up back to Everhurst. Well, we'll take Hurston and then we'll look for Everhurst. That's gotta be the shader still loading. Alright.
Bottom drive is now on. Bottom drive is now on.
Alright, we'll set it off center a little bit so we don't take in flying to the space station. This is coming up from the bottom. Alright, what side are we going to get a hangar? Left, right, directly ahead, off to the side. Oh, come on. There's our ironclad. I'm on the outside or the inside? Inside. Get down before the doors close. All right. I hate the fact that the thing will animation tries to start up again a second time. All right. Let's get these on the grid. They don't have to be in any particular order, as long as it's sitting there. And it's all 5. All right. I don't know what you're going to do with it at first, but I just want to get paid. 12 minutes. Guess you said we took too long. I think you get a bonus the quicker you take and deliver this stuff, the more your payout is. And boom. Awarded 76,758 UC. Cool beans. All right. It's 6:07 my time. Well, at least the elevators worked on that one. Just had to go to a different location, so I won't have too much to fit on that. As opposed to neither elevator not working, but this time it's just going to a different outpost and completing a mission. Because I say, if you can't have those simple ones working, and I say this is simple because you're not going through another solar system, you're staying here in Everhurst, Lorville, Hurston, you're not flying through the wormhole. To get new players into this game, you need to have these locations working flawless. And you shouldn't have to try and figure it out. It should just work. Alright. What is... There's Lorville. See if we can make it a little bit quicker to jump to it. 195. Let's see if we can cut that down. So it's 200. Let's see if it'll run all the way down to 20 kilometers. Yeah, I think the basher's probably broken because it should have done this earlier when I was jumping around to the locations, and then it would just stop. That's one thing about CIG. Come out with a new ship and right out the box. Still with the fresh green newness to it. Things are broken. If not the ship, the environment around it. So, but they'll get it fixed. They will get it fixed. Here's our hangars. Somebody just took off. Which one did we get? First one, middle, last. Oh, you're gonna put me in the queue. No, I don't want to be in the queue. I need a door to open up. Let me keep an eye out who's below me. Alright, so that one just closed. Oh, and now it's gonna be mine. Okay, there's my hanger. Cool beans. No, I'm actually in the safest zone you can be in my hanger. Alrighty. Hanger request complete. Nope, we're not running back up. Well, got to see the Basher, the new ship, the light fighter. Figure out some more about it later, but it's a pretty cool ship. The cargo run wasn't bad. It actually functioned as intended, minus the pilot error. Not taking account that a smaller planet has far less gravity, therefore you must approach it much slower so you do not join with the planet. So I'm sure tomorrow, whatever other things need to be worked out, because this patch is pretty big and there were a lot of fixes. So although there was a lot that was pulled out, that will probably in the next patch, which would be like in a month, middle of August. So we'll get to play with this for about 4 or 5 weeks roughly. And then they'll have 4.10 ready to deliver. I think, I don't know, that one will have a Sage of Orison instance, or there'll be a patch with this one that'll do it. But we've gone from a sandbox to they call it sandbox to a amusement park. Isolated rides, no real story tying them together, just kind of random events. But, you know, as long as they work and they're good, that's all that matters. So, anyway, I've got to get to bed. It'll be noon before you know it. And time to get off to work. So, thanks for anybody who stopped in and said hello, checked it out. And I'll get back to my Chronicles game. I have to take and do some leveling because just getting destroyed by the characters in that game. But yeah, 4.9 is out, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of people streaming it. Some people are hopping on it early now, as a matter of fact. Fire extinct. What about putting these fire extinct? Anyway, wherever you are in the world, you have a good night, morning, afternoon, day, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.